As we have often discussed in class, some advertisements are effective and some not so much. There are several widespread components used in many advertisements that contribute to making them persuasive, including powerful phrases, statistical evidence, compelling use of pathos, and the like. However, there are some cases in which positive ads can backfire and portray their subjects in a negative light. Today we are going to be discussing a particular Hillary Clinton advertisement that features the hot topic of LGBT rights. However, before we start, we would like to show you a short segment of a speech Hillary Clinton gave in 2004 that presents her previous stance on the topic.
I believe that marriage is not just a bond, but a sacred bond between a man and a woman. I have had occasion in my life to defend marriage, to stand up for marriage, to believe in the hard work and challenge of marriage. So I take umbrage at anyone who might suggest that those of us who worry about amending the Constitution are less committed to the sanctity of marriage or to the fundamental bedrock principle that it exists between a man and a woman going back into the mists of history as one of the foundational institutions of history and humanity and civilization, and that its primary principal role during those millennia has been the raising and socializing of children for the society into which they are to become adults.
As many of you know, a central aspect of Hillary Clinton's current campaign is her advocacy and support of gay rights. We will now attempt to analyze one of Hillary Clinton's advertisements entitled Equal to prove that sometimes even seemingly positive advertisements can backfire if several key elements are missing or if controversial topics are not properly addressed. Before we underscore these missing or incomplete elements, let's take a look at the advertisement.
The story of America is a story of hard-fought, hard-won progress, and it continues today.
I can't believe we're here.
New chapters are being written by men and women who believe that all of us, not just some, but all, should have the chance to live up to our God-given potential.
The reason I can't believe it is because
This progress was not easily won. People fought and organized and campaigned in public squares and private spaces to change not only laws, but hearts and minds.
I remember all of the thoughts that ran through my head when I started to realize that I was gay. Why me? What am I gonna do? Will anyone love me? I'll never get married. That's the one that really hurt. I'll never get married.
And thanks to that work of generations, for millions of individuals, barriers that once prevented people from enjoying the full measure of liberty,
I felt sad.
the full experience of dignity,
I felt alone.
and the full benefits of humanity have fallen away.
I'll never feel alone. I love you.
Is that a yes?
My heart forever be made to yours.
Will you marry me? She said yes.
And now pronounce you spouse for life.
I was able to find my prince,
Know that I don't have the words to describe what it was like to fall in love with you.
My inspiration, my best friend, my husband. I love you.
Some have suggested that gay rights and human rights are separate and distinct, but in fact, they are one and the same. Being LGBT does not make you less human. And that is why gay rights are human rights, and human rights are gay rights.
Undeniably, there are several strong aspects of this advertisement, including its effective use of pathos, hopeful music, and exceptional video editing. There is a decent amount of representation of gay couples, lesbian couples, and people of color. It is clear that this advertisement was created in order to show Hillary's radical change in perspective with regard to gay rights and gay marriage. However, is this advertisement truly effective in persuading its audience of Hillary's transformation?
To begin our discussion, we will analyze this advertisement strictly based on the words that were spoken, looking at both the pros and the cons. Throughout the ad, Hillary addresses the extensive journey that America has undertaken in order to give all people the rights they deserve. Several positive words and phrases that she utilized were new chapters, hard-fought and hard-won progress, dignity, and liberty. These words are chosen to invoke heartfelt emotions and to make the audience feel proud to be Americans. Unfortunately, Hillary's flowery and descriptive language is about as empty as it is eloquent. She does not assert any I believe in, or I stand for, or I plan to statements. In this way, Hillary fails to address what her role in the fight for gay rights was. Let's discuss this in broader terms. Many advertising companies focus their ads on presenting what their product offers and how their customers can benefit from it. In this advertisement, the product is Hillary Clinton. But what will the public benefit from voting for her? She does not provide any evidence about her past supportive actions, present policies, or future courses of action that she plans to take regarding this matter. What will Hillary do for the movement? What aspects of her character can help her lead America towards equality? These questions and many more are left completely unanswered. Furthermore, there is no solid or statistical evidence that substantiates Hillary's current support of gay rights. By lacking these components in her advertisement, Hillary perhaps unintentionally extricates herself from the issue, emphasizing the fact that she has quite frankly done nothing to support this movement.
Additionally, Hillary asserts that all people, both homosexuals and heterosexuals, should live up to their God-given potential. This controversial phrase associates religion with gay rights. This is a risky move not only because it has the potential to offend people with orthodox religions, but also because it confirms the notion that Hillary always seems to have contradictory beliefs. To wrap up our discussion of spoken word, we will take a glimpse into the tone of this advertisement. Effective political advertising often involves creating a sense of urgency or motivation in its viewers to vote. When urgency is created, it spurs voters into action. This advertisement attempts to convince people that Hillary supports gay rights, but that in itself is not enough. After all, the vast majority of other Democratic candidates also support gay marriage. There is little in this video that sets her apart from them. As a whole, Hillary's vague words mark a clear distinction between her and the gay rights movement. They do little to convince her audience that she is transformed into a sincere and genuine supporter of gay rights.
We now direct your attention to the visual component of this advertisement. Not once in all 2 minutes and 27 seconds of this advertisement did Hillary Clinton herself make an appearance on camera. Her absence shows a distinct disconnect between the candidate and the LGBT community she is supposedly supporting.
A more effective version of this advertisement would perhaps have shown Hillary Clinton attending gay weddings as an honored guest. An even more effective advertisement would have shown Hillary actively defending gay rights, for example by rallying or giving a public speech. The fact that she does not appear to be partaking in these progressive actions casts doubt about the legitimacy of her supportive claims regarding the LGBT community. If this advertisement was the only evidence of her transformation, it is not nearly convincing enough. For all we know, she could have temporarily changed her mind about the issue in order to appear as though she is advocating the same things that everyone else seems to be advocating. As a result of Hillary's absence in the video, her advertisement does a better job of simply promoting gay pride than of convincing LGBT American citizens and supporters to vote for her.
As you can see, there are many lacking elements in this advertisement. Though the purpose of this ad was to promote Hillary's campaign, Her lack of intimacy with the subject matter and her overall absence from the advertisement ultimately failed to convince American citizens that Hillary's claims are legitimate. As this advertisement demonstrates, ads that were meant to advocate a political candidate can sometimes end up discrediting the candidate instead. In this case, the original intent of the advertisement was to clarify Hillary's political stance on gay rights, but the producers did not do a thorough job of convincing the audience of her motives and policies. In order for positive political advertisements to be effective, they should provide concrete statements about a candidate's stance on issues, properly address those issues instead of skirting around them, and leave viewers with a better understanding of a candidate's policies instead of leaving them to clarify ambiguity on their own.